Hello, my name is Jill Solana, and today I will be doing discussion board 11 on contemporary religion. Um, so today for the discussion board, we watched a video about African spirituality, and then we also watched another video on 10 a.m. by human beings involved to be religious. And what I got from this is religion is important to Africans, African Americans, and humans beings more broadly because it provides meaning, identity, and structure in life, especially in the face of uncertainty and hardship. I'm a very religious person, and I know that religion is a way to help me get through difficult times in life or helps me grasp understanding of the unknown, and it helps me just navigate life and how life is truly supposed to go without always having to take control over it. And I will say that in many African traditional religions, because I do come from a diaspora where I am from, my parents are from the Democratic Republic of Congo, and in many traditional beliefs, there is a belief in supreme being and spirit being, and the idea that like your soul is immortal, your soul will live on. There's also the belief in ancestors and the belief that our ancestors guide us. And although I don't really practice those beliefs, I understand that it's all this. It all comes from a sense of forming of comfort and sorry, and handling uncertainty in life. And these beliefs help create a worldwide view where life is connected to something larger than the individual and where moral behavior is guided by spiritual principles. For Africans, religion is deeply tied to community life, culture, and daily decision making. It provides a moral code, guidance, and a sense of connection between the living ancestors and the spiritual world. For African Americans, religion has historically been a source of resilience, hope, and resistance, especially during slavery, segregation, and ongoing racial inequality. The church and spiritual practice have often served as a safe space for community support, leadership, and emotional health and emotional healing. I will say this as well, that from an African standpoint, with parents from the Democratic Republic of Congo, that that believe in Jesus, and I don't want to say Christianity per se, because I personally do believe that Christianity, it was used to to justify racism, to justify slavery, and there are parts of that there are ties to the word Christianity that also included, mass killings of individuals. So I don't really tie myself to Christianity, but I am a religious person where I do believe in Jesus and God, and so are my parents, and they come from an African background as well, but they still feel this sense of resilience, of hope, even when they were back home to the church and finding a church to be a safe space for community and support. And this is the idea of a lot of Africans too that are still living in through Christ, and they find a lot of their support through the church as well, their community through the church as well. But both things are seen, and you have the spiritual aspect and the people that are more spiritual, and you see that as well heavily in the African population. For human beings in general, religion can offer comfort, purpose, and coping strategies during stress, loss, and uncertainty. It also helps build social bonds and shared values within communities. Overall, religion plays a major role in shaping identity, morality, and resilience across cultures. Thank you.